So another thing was quite common right now in China is that when we just graduated from school, we were quite ambitious and enthusiastic and passionate about what we want to do, what we want to achieve. After a while, we began to lose that momentum. And then after losing that momentum, we began to be a bit lost. So it's not uncommon for many people who are just graduating for a few years in that situation. How would you recommend them to navigate better?
So how many years would they have been working?
I think it goes back to the speed limit you just mentioned. It would depend on their own speed limit. Some people would reach that point much earlier than others.
Okay.
Several years, I would say. But
Okay.
it depends on range, maybe from 2 to 5 years. Usually they would hit that point of not getting so much new growth out of the work because the work began to be repetitive. Whether like I should change my career to feel better or more excited, or to acquire new skills, or just I need to change my own mindset.
Right. So I asked that question because you usually have to have at least 2 years of work experience to have enough data.
Right,
to be able to answer some of those questions.
Okay.
And great information data for us to gather can be things like, I don't like doing this. That's valuable information.
So you mean it takes 2 years for you to really...
It takes really at least 2 years to experience enough. Because what we're trying to get at are the 3 big things, if we want fulfillment in what we do, are understanding our strengths, understanding our passions, and if we want to, knowing what gives us meaning. If we want meaning, if we want to feel like our work is making a difference. And you don't have to have all 3 of those, but that's
it takes time for you to get to the point.
And it takes time. Yeah, it takes time because you've got to be able to do enough things to learn what you're good at.
Right.
And work long enough to know what you're good at and what you're not good at.
Yeah.
Same thing with passions, what you like and don't like.
Right.
And another way to think about passion are the things that give you energy. And all energy is good in many ways. So when you have negative energy about something,
it's also a signal for you to know.
It's a signal. Emotion is a huge signal.
Right.
So when I do work with people and it's deeper work and they begin to have tears, that's a signal to me that we've hit something very meaningful.
Yes.
Those powerful emotions, they tell us a lot.
Right.
So if you're frustrated or you're angry or you're happy, you're joyful, those are emotions that tell us the important things about that information.
So what boredom would tell you?
What would boredom?
Yeah.
There's no energy.
Okay.
You're just flat. And if you think about a hospital, right? It's good when someone's on a heart monitor and we see this.
Yeah.
It's flat, that's bad. Right?
Okay, I see. So there's need to be some change, basically.
There needs to be some change.
Right.
So you want to reflect back on what are my strengths and ask people. There's a great exercise called the reflected best self. And what you do is you essentially send email out to all your friends, family, coworkers that says, I'm doing this exercise, can you tell me a time when I was at my best? And have them write back and tell you that story.
I see.
It's a great way to capture what are my strengths as others see it, because sometimes we can't see it.
Right.
So capture your strengths, learn more about that, try and identify what you're passionate about, and then things that can give you meaning. One of my favorite would be if you have enough work experience, ask, do you enjoy the customers that you're serving? Do you enjoy who you're serving? And if you do, that's important information. If you don't, that's a signal you need to go find other customers.
So what if my job, for example, is not really dealing directly with the customers?
So if you're not dealing directly with the customers, you always have customers. So even if you're not dealing directly with the customers, your boss might be your customer.
So for a law firm that I'm working as a PA, and my boss would be the customers.
Right. Okay. And do you enjoy working with them?
Right.
And some people do. They say, oh, I love it because they're intelligent and I learn a lot. And other people say, I don't like it because I don't have enough freedom to really do and create like I want.